Hi guys, I'm Shmee, hello and welcome back to the channel where you join me today out in California to take you to 3 of the most special and secret car locations here in Los Angeles. We're at the moment inside the vault at the Petersen Museum. There are 250 cars where you can take private tours, but to have the opportunity to bring you in with a camera is something pretty unique. We're then going to be heading as well to a private collection in Beverly Hills before we go to check out another private garage afterwards, which is giving me some inspiration for my future garage. We're about to see some incredibly rare, incredibly special, incredibly significant cars. Let's check out then the secret cars here in LA. Where you join me right now is the vault beneath the Petersen Museum. I'm going to show you some of the highlights and things that have stood out to me going for a tour, but we are literally beneath the main museum. Upstairs are about 150 cars on display. Down here in the vault, there are another 250. I've had a tour around, but to be able to bring my camera in and show you some of the cars here is a really special and unique opportunity. Just take a quick look, and of course I'm starting with some of the modern supercars, the cars closest to my heart, the likes of the 05 GT, the 67 Heritage GT, the 599 GTO, 458 Challenge, 70th anniversary F12, we've got a Viper, then we've got some of the 90s greats, the EB110 alongside the Jaguar XJ220, then of course we've got a full carbon-bodied McLaren Senna, 550 Barchetta. This is a very intriguing car. This is known as the first ever Ferrari, the first Ferrari to wear the prancing horse badge on the bonnet. A 1947 125S, that would be worth tens of millions. A very, very significant vehicle. Another Barchetta, 928, a Mazda Concept. You get the kind of variety of cars. This Ferrari, actually, this Barchetta here from 1952, this was Henry Ford II's car, literally the car that he got from Enzo Ferrari, and was kind of involved in modelling that. What else do we have? McQueen's Jaguar XKSS. You get the kind of point here. We've got so many special cars. One of the 15 901 Porsches before they were named 911. And this is just a small, I guess, teaser of the cars. You've got classics, you've got rows and rows and rows of different things. Honestly, this is fairly breathtaking, and we're still going to be going to other locations afterwards. Allow me to show you the line of cars that we have here, part of Bruce Meyer's collection, which we're going to be heading to afterwards. This line of cars totals a value of around $100 million. Yes, that line of cars. Let me show you what we've got here. This was part of what was called the winningest exhibit at the Petersen. So these cars all have winning histories. This, for example, is the most successful drag racer ever, winning all but 4 of its over 250 races. That is the first ever production Cobra, worth maybe 20 million or so. Then we've got a Briggs Cunningham car. Then we've got this, the most successful race-winning Ferrari 250 Testarossa. We're looking at a $50 million car as part of this collection. Then we've got a Bizzarini, and then we have another Ferrari, a 250 SWB class winner at Le Mans back in 1961, another $35 million or so, surrounded by other very intriguing, very special projects. You can see the rows of cars, it's almost endless. But these are works of art. This is quite a breathtaking little lineup. There are just rows and rows of cars here. We can only pick out some highlights. We've got a few celebrity-owned cars to check out in just a moment. We've also got some of the presidential cars. So this was Roosevelt's. That was Kennedy's last car that he rode in. This was Eisenhower's presidential car. Take a look at this Rolls-Royce as well. That thing is quite a machine. Coming up, of course, we'll recognise the Herbie Beetle. Then we get 2 that belonged to Elvis Presley. This was his Tomaso Pantera, the car that he famously fired a gun inside when it wouldn't start and drive off. This is an interesting one. His, just to get it right, his Stutz, I think it's pronounced, which at the time, back in the 70s, 1976, was a $100,000 car. That was kind of the Bugatti of the time. If we come a little bit further up, we've got the Magnum PI 308 GTS, we've got the Austin Powers Beetle convertible. You kind of get the idea for where this is going. That is Saddam Hussein's Mercedes Pullman. as well that we have there. Then it continues, we've got some race cars over the other side. Of course, normally no photography, but I've got kind permission today to be able to share some of this with you. You can tell some of the different themes. We've got various different race cars all lined up here, including this, which stands out to me, Denny Hume's 1971 McLaren M8E. That was the year after Bruce McLaren's accident where he sadly passed away, but the car that was successful in 71. We've got different themes, some of the American Roadsters, that was part of an exhibit upstairs. It's an extraordinary place, and they do tours around here, which is quite special as well, but we should head on. Just look at that view behind me. We've got a Mercedes that I know still runs, next to a Phantom 1, with the Senna and its wing sitting behind, the evolution of the automobile. Just up this way, that is a Bugatti Type 57 Atalanta, but yes, this has been really, really special, and this is the vault. This is the storage, the mythical vault. I'd never been to visit it before, and I've been blown away by what is here, but we are now going to head over to the collection of Bruce Meyer. Apparently, I have arrived at a used car garage filled with all of these, including a number of Le Mans winners. Let's just take a little look around Bruce's amazing garage here. Bugatti 57, this is chassis 1 of the Ruf CTR Yellowbird, 1 out of the 30. We've got a stunning Ferrari 275 GTB4 in yellow. We've got the new Ford GT, a second Ford GT of the day, but look at the paintwork of this car, a 5-layer metallic silver, which looks gorgeous. Then we've got a trio of Mercedes, including the 300 SL Gullwing. You all know how much of a fan I am. I fell in love with the car when I drove it on the Mille Miglia, when I drove one of those the 1,000 miles through Italy with a 300 SL Roadster. We've got a Bentley 4.5 litre from 1929, like the cars that Bentley ran and was successful at Le Mans back at the time. But then come through here, where some of those cars we saw earlier would normally be on display. This is the Corvette Lamont class winner of 2009. We've got some California hot rods. We've got the Alpha TZ. We've got a Duesenberg. We've got the Porsche 910 that ran at Le Mans in 1969. This, though, is the Porsche 935, the Kramer car, the winner, the outright winner of Le Mans 1979. That exact car as well here. 2.7 RS. Some more Porsches. The bikes as well on display. This is a heavenly environment of a car collection. This is the secret garage at its finest, being surrounded by these all immaculate, fully restored, perfect examples of their respective cars. I'm a little bit mind blown being in here, just taking in the kind of cars. Also, I'm spotting some amalgam models on display. Wow, this is really, really, really very, very nice. And yes, of course, second GT. That works really well in that colour. Wow, what a collection. And we have one more venue to visit as well, including some more things that stand out to me. Over recent years, I've been lucky to visit some pretty amazing car collections. We've seen some phenomenal cars already today, but when it comes to presentation and the way collections are displayed, in my dream man cave at least, this Swank Rides garage has shot right to the top. Take a look at this. How cool is this display? The way the cars are surrounded, the bright lights all around. Just feast your eyes over this incredible room. We have a mix of different types of cars. Down towards the far end, you'll spot there's a bar back there, but look at all the neon lights hanging from the roof. Also on the walls, a collection that has been acquired over time. We've also got the old gas pumps, the petrol pumps around the sides, lots of memorabilia. There's even a wall here of motorcycles. Just look at this. It is a complete dream. We've got all the American cars. We've got an AMG GTR. This is actually a rebuilt Leica 2.7 RS 911 with the GT3 right behind it. But this place, to be honest, I'm fascinated by everything that's around the outsides. Just look at all of this. Look at all of these pumps that are being collected. The, I think, 1920s piano that plays itself, the accordion. There's even a tractor over there. Inside here, I'm just going to show you very quickly. It'll go dark for 1 second. Look at those. All the license plate holders and frames as part of the collection. I love those kind of things. This gives me a lot of inspiration. I really want to do something like this in my future man cave. having all my old number plates. I've got them from every car I've ever owned. All the old rally timers on display, just memorabilia and special items galore. We come round, obviously satin grey AMG GTR, we know all about those. Coming through though, I mean everything's immaculately presented, and also the way the ramps are kind of staggered to fit many cars in. I mean, how many do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, I think, 20 odd cars, plus all the cars out over the main room. This is just awesome. This is cool as well, by the way, an Alfa Romeo truck. Have a look in the back though. As it was at races back in the day, there is even an engine sitting there on a frame to be pulled out. Let me close that one. Carefully does it, but coming through, this is a dream. This is an absolute dream. Look at all of this. Look at the way it's all shown. We've got some Beetles, we've got a Datsun, oh, we've got a 911T. I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. This is fantastic. An E-Type just here, Jag E-Type. Got a 356C. I love this. Absolutely incredible the way this is all presented. This is amazing. And I can tell you, this is a lot of work to find all of these items. Look at here, look at the cabinet here, the glass display cabinet. That's really nice. Gas pump, but plenty of space for showing items. I would love to have some things like this just to display all my own memorabilia in my future man cave. We've got this area, the bar area. We've got some pick and mix going on with the candy, the sweets. Then we've got the lounge area as well. More of the pumps, more neon signs. I look at this as well, all those signs up on the wall. To collect all of this and to have it all together is just, this is unreal, absolutely unreal. That's gigantic as well, these spinning signs. The Coke sign, wowzers. That's a De Tomaso. A De Tomaso, let me get the name right, gonna cheat a little bit here. It is De Tomaso Vallelunga. I should have been able to work that out. Just, yeah, this is absurd. This car, by the way, has a Cadillac CTS-V engine inside it, which is quite unusual. Resto mod. Resto, a retro car with a modern engine in it. Yeah, when it comes to cool car collections and the ways they're presented, I think this wins. I think this just absolutely wins. A 991.2 GT3, signal yellow, like my former GT3. And then this was a 2.4 swapped to a 2.7, hence why it has the stripes on it to make it clear, because you wouldn't put the stripes on an original 2.7 RS from 1972. But yeah, I mean, I don't really know. Look at all the lights. This is just, every time I look around, I'm spotting something new hanging up on the walls. Obviously we've got the Corvette here, immaculate, kind of almost orange-red interior against the black. What a dream. What an absolutely dream garage. For man caves, Swank Ride's garage, it's off the charts, absolutely off the charts. So today has been a look at the secret supercars and car collections here in Los Angeles. The vault at the Petersen, amazing to be able to share that with you and bring you along for some highlights, some teasers of what's on display there. Then heading over to Bruce's collection as well, seeing some of them at the Petersen, and then having access as well. Big thanks to him, and now here with Swank Rides too. It's amazing to see some of these cars. I hope you've enjoyed being able to have a look. I certainly have enjoyed today a big amount. Big thanks to the guys who have made it possible. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I appreciate your support an awful lot. But that is it for this time. I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.